Sure. Well, delicious and doable. It's just that delicious and doable recipes for real and everyday life. My whole goal, whether it's with In Char's Kitchen or the book, or just in general, if you've ever been to one of my cooking classes at the Creative Cook, is really just to inspire people to get in the kitchen, use up those pantry staples, and recreate a delicious and doable, hence the recipe, hence the title of my cookbook, dishes.
So what, I guess, really, what motivated you to release this book? I mean, I know there's a lot of motivations, but, you know, you have put together such a wide range of recipes here. So I'm sure that was part of it. What really was the force behind it?
Well, the goal of writing a cookbook has been on my bucket list for quite some time now. And I've had a really loose manuscript for Delicious and Doable for probably close to a decade now. But I always was just quote unquote too busy. And then, one thing that really did help inspire putting the recipes down on paper with beautiful photography was In Char's Kitchen. Many of the viewers would email me and ask me if I have a cookbook. And I was always, almost disappointed in myself when I was like, no. And then when the pandemic hit, I thought, you know what, I am going to use this time to, pen to paper, get back down onto the computer, retest all of my recipes, and get busy in the kitchen with photography. I didn't do the photography. Actually, my sister did all of the photography. She's got an amazing eye for food photography and food styling. So I was so blessed to be able to work with her for this project. And, here we are now, almost 2 years later. So it's a huge process, but worth every calorie.
Well, it's exciting to hear that, that you were motivated through your show, because I think, we were really excited to work with you on In Char's Kitchen. I remember our discussions early on about, bringing something new and fresh in terms of a cooking show to Muskoka. And it really, despite the pandemic kind of dialing back a bit of some of the dialogue, it's a very Charmaine featured show that is different from other shows for sure.
Well, thank you very much. It really is, and I know I've said it before, but it is a dream come true. I'm just so delighted with the show. And one thing I'm just so proud of is I really have just stayed exactly true to who I am. And I want to thank, Your TV Muskoka for allowing me to be exactly who I am and, just share my idea of delicious and doable recipes. So I appreciate your end as much as you guys appreciate me.
I don't think we can have you any other way, Charmaine, to be honest.
I don't think I could be any other way.
I don't think so either. Charmaine, it is the Christmas season, and I always like checking in with you during this time to see, what we could be bringing from the pantry to our Christmas celebrations. And there is a specific chapter in Delicious and Doable about gifts from the kitchen. So I know you've got a few. I love this. Every time we talk, you've always got some examples there of things you could be bringing. So let's talk about what you got there, Charmaine.
Sure. So as you mentioned, I've dedicated a whole chapter of the cookbook to homemade gifts from the kitchen, perfect for holidays, but really perfect for any occasion. So I've kind of, today I'm going to showcase ones with a Christmas flair to them, starting with my double-decker gingerbread fudge.
Ooh.
These are absolutely unbelievable. And the beauty of this fudge is, even if you're terrible in the kitchen or you think that you're terrible at candy making, I guarantee that you'll be able to recreate these with ease. And it's literally just a handful of pantry staple items, including a bunch of, spices that you likely already have in the back of your pantry anyhow. So these are absolutely unbelievable, worth every jumping jack that I do at Vita Fitness. And then my peanut dried fruit and rosemary bark. So I know I've shared this recipe on In Char's Kitchen before. I think it was season 1 with Amy Wallace. We made this. So this is such an elegant beautiful, really easy homemade gift, perfect for that foodie in your life because there's lots of really unique flavors going on here. There's your dark chocolate and then chopped fresh rosemary, believe it or not, and some cayenne pepper and some salt and some dried fruit. And all those amazing flavors work so well together. So you can pop it into little candy bags and, you know, give it to the foodie in your life. And all the recipes are up on my website. So if the viewers want to go to my website for any of these recipes, they're all there for you to, you know, look at and then go into your pantry, grab the ingredients and get busy in the kitchen. And then some other just neat ideas that I have. Ishara's homemade caramel rum sauce. This is so good. It's, I think, like 4 ingredients. And it is absolutely delicious, drizzled on ice cream or on maybe like a vanilla bean cheesecake. Just absolutely delicious. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've been known to stir or to spoon this into my mouth over the kitchen sink on the 24th waiting for Santa. And then my vanilla sugar, I've featured this on Inshar's Kitchen before too. It's just simply you put some granulated sugar into a mason jar. So it's a great way to be environmentally friendly this holiday season too. Go on into your recycling, grab out those jars, give them a really good scrub and use them for gift giving. And then you pop in a little piece of vanilla bean and within about 24 hours, the sugar takes on the flavor of the vanilla and it's perfect to stir into coffee or tea or use for baking. So you can give this to a baker in your life. So just really yummy, delicious, Christmassy gifts from the kitchen that I encourage the viewers to recreate at home.
I don't know how you do this to me every time, Charmaine. Now I'm like really hungry and looking forward to Christmas.
I'm always hungry.
Yeah. This is important too. And we've had this discussion before that Christmas is really a time for indulgence and letting go. And I think, you know, if anyone is a proponent of finding that balance in life, it's you. And I know you like to get the message out to people about this. So tell us again about, you know, why it is important to, I mean, healthy eating is important, but it's also important to let yourself, you know, live a little as well, right?
It absolutely is. And thank you for bringing this up. I actually have a little blurb in my cookbook about my theory, I'll call it. So, you know, I am just all about enjoying a little bit of everything. And just like you said, you know, it is the holiday season. It is the time to indulge in all those amazing, delicious recipes or dishes that bring you and your belly joy, right? Now, I am not saying to eat gingerbread fudge, you know, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but the holiday season is not the time to be depriving yourself. The way I look at it is if, you know, 70, 80% of the time, I'm fueling my body with good quality, nutrient-dense foods and getting in my workouts and getting out for fresh air and walking. Then the other, you know, 20 or 30% of the time, I can indulge in whether it's double-decker gingerbread fudge or any, you know, foods that you're genuinely craving. I just say go for it.